Hi friends, in this video we are going to discuss about call by value and call by reference in C programming. So before understanding the exact topic, we need to recall certain terminologies like what is a function and what are the actual parameters and what are the formal parameters. So you can easily understand by taking a simple program. So here I am taking a simple program. The main itself consists of another function swap, and also it consists of two integer variables. So what this main function will do, main function having certain code, and within the main function I have another function swap. Okay, now what is a function? A function definitely consists of lines of code which can be identified by certain name by the compiler. Okay, then this program consists of the main and a swap function, but where is the swap function code that must be specified within the program before writing this function. So this is called function call of the swap function. So you need function definition of the swap function also. So this is the function definition. Whenever you write any user defined function, that function definition must be present, and you have to call that function from main function or from another user defined function. Wherever the function is calling, that is called function call. Wherever the function code is available, that is called function definition. This you should remember. And if you observe, within the function call I have two integer variables xy here, and within the function definition two integer variables int a and int b. Whenever you call any function, depends on the requirement, the function may accept the parameters or may not. If the function accepts the parameters, that parameters must be defined somewhere else within the program before the function call. So you can simply write the variable names here. But when you develop function definition, within the function definition, if you want to write the parameters, whatever the function call having, you must specify the data type of the variables. This is the mandatory thing. So the function call simply having the variable name, and function definition on the title you must specify the variable name with the data type. Okay, and whatever the variables or parameters are in function call are known as actual parameters. Whatever the variables or parameters in the function definition are called formal parameters. So the actual parameters are the variables in the function call, and the formal parameters are the variables in function definition. So these are about what is a function, what are the actual and formal parameters. Now we will understand what is call by value. So call by value, by the name itself it defines, we are calling a function by sending values or with values. So here I am having a function main which is used to swap two integer variables. So this is a simple demonstration program for call by value. Total this program intention is swapping the two integer values. Swapping means, for example, here I am having x value 10 and y value 20. After executing this program, x value becomes 20 and y value becomes 10. So you are interchanging the values. That is the intention of this program. So here in this program, by doing the interchanging, I am taking a user defined function swap. So firstly I am taking the xy as integer variables and I am assigning the values, and I make a function called swap. This is the function called swap with xy. So with the values available in the main function. After executing this statement, when the program counter comes to here, whenever there is a function call, it directly goes to the function definition available. So here this is the function definition. Void swap, because this function cannot return any value, so you have to specify this void line. Swap int x int y means here also xy is there, here also xy is there, but this is the function call. We never mentioned the data types, but in the function definition you have to mention the data types of the parameters. Means within the main function I have a variable, let us say this is my x, and I have another variable, this is y, and x having the value 10 and y having the value 20. Let us say this is some address like 1000 and this is some 1024. These are the memory locations of x and y. When you sending the x, y to the function definition, means what happens, this x value is copied into the x available in the function definition, and y value is copied into the y available in the function definition. That means here also I have some xy variables, xy, and what is x value? 10 we sent, and what is y value? 20 we sent. But the difference is, in the main function whatever the xy are there, those are having some 1000 and 1024 memory locations, but you are sending xy only, we are sending the values. This is a call by value mechanism. We are calling the swap function by sending the values, means these values are copied to the xy variable available in the function definition. So definitely these memory locations are different. Let us say this is 2000 and this is some 1110. Different memory locations. These xy are different, these xy are different. Okay. Now this xy also having the same values. So here I have the swapping mechanism. That means interchanging the values. I am taking the third variable temp and assign the x to the temp. Means, so here I have another variable called temp. So temp, whatever the value stored initially, x value is assigned. So temp having 10. Now x equal to y. What is the y value? 20. So x is updated with 20. Now y equal to temp. Temp value is 10. So this 10 is assigned to here. So y is updated with 10. If you try to print what is x and what is y, so x equal to 20 and y equal to 10. So the values are interchanged. So after executing this function, wherever the function call generated, so it returns to that point. Okay. So after calling the swap function, this code will be executed and you will get the print statement, and then it comes back here. Then next statement, printf will execute it. Now what is the xy value here? These x and these y values are not the values corresponding to the function definition. These corresponding to the main function. Now here what are the xy values? 10 and 20. Now if you try to execute this program, the output is initially x equal to 20 and 10. After executing this swap method, values are interchanged. When it comes back to the original method, x and y values are 10 and 20. That means in call by value, whatever the changes applied to the formal parameters or arguments, those will not reflect to the actual parameters or arguments. That is the call by value mechanism. Simply we are calling a function by sending the value. That means the value is copied to the variable available in the function definition. Now whatever the changes made to those values will not reflect to the original values of the function wherever the function call is there. So that is about the call by value mechanism. So next we will understand call by reference. Call by reference. Reference means what? Address. We are calling a function by sending the addresses, not the values. Previously in call by value, we are calling a function by sending the values. But here we are calling a function by sending the addresses. Means here the same function, the same swap method, but the difference is here I am sending the x address and y address instead of sending x and y. So x address, already here I am having an x value in memory location and y. So let us say this is 1000, this is the location, and this is some 1024. These are the addresses of the xy, let us assume. And what are the values? 10 and here 20 initially. So this is 20. Okay. So you are calling a swap method by sending the address of x and address of y, not the value in x, not in value in y. That means 1000 and 1024 will be sent from the main method. So immediately the program counter goes to the function definition. Here you observe int star x comma int star y. Why star x? Because you need to accept the addresses. We need to store the addresses. For storing address we need a pointer variable. Because here x, y are the integer variables, that means ampersand x means integer address, ampersand y means integer address. So you need an integer pointer variable for storing integer variable address, and also one more integer pointer variable to store another integer address. So asterisk x is store the address of x, asterisk y is stored the address of y. So this is the same mechanism which we implemented in the previous case, but instead of x and y you have to write asterisk x and asterisk y, because you are getting the values. So here also x, there is no separate memory location. This is the important point you have to understand. So x, y, what is x address? 1000, because you are sending the address, not the value. What is y address? 1024. That means these operations are performed on the addresses sent by the function. And I am taking one more variable, this is temp. This is a normal integer variable. So temp equal to value at x. Value at x is what? 1000 value is 10 initially and 1024 value is 20. So value at 1000 is 10. This 10 is assigned to the temp initially. And value at x equal to value at y. Value at x equal to value at y. What is the value at y? 1024 location value is 20. This 20 is updated in value at x. 20. Next, value at y. 1024 value is updated with 10. So you are implementing the interchange mechanism for the addresses of x and y which was sent by the main method. That means whatever the operations you are performing on those variables will reflect. That means whatever the operations you are performing on the formal parameters, that will be affected to the actual parameters in case of call by reference. If you try to execute this program, here you printed the changes values, here also you print the changes values. So you will get the output as 2010. So whatever the changes happened here, this printf prints x and y value, interchanged x and y value. Here also this printf, that means these changes reflect on these addresses. Means here also this is 20, this is 10. You will get the same 20 and 10. That means when you approach call by reference, definitely you have to send the address of the variables as parameters. In function definition, you have to accept those addresses by taking the pointer variables, and whatever the changes to the values at the specified address definitely reflect the exact locations. Okay, so that is about the call by reference. So the main difference is what? If in case of call by value, the changes applied or the changes made to the formal parameters will not reflect to the actual parameters, but in case of call by reference, the changes made to the formal parameters will be reflected to the actual parameters. So that is the main difference between call by value and call by reference. You are calling a function by sending value, and you are going to call a function by sending the reference address. So these are the main differences in case of call by value and call by reference. So thank you.